Today we're going to talk about properties of equality. For any equation, the property of equality applies to any mathematical operator. So for addition, for subtraction, for multiplication, for division, for square roots, for exponents, it applies to any operation. So the four we're going to focus on today is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Let's give some examples here. The first problem is x minus 3 plus 6. We can use the addition property of equality to solve this equation by adding 3 to both sides. Whatever you add to one side, you must add to the other side. That's the property of equality. So if you notice, we add 3 to negative 3, and so they cancel out each other. And on the right hand side, you have 6 plus 3, which is 9. So your answer will be x equals 9. And you can proof check this by plugging 9 back into the equation. So you'll have 9 minus 3 is equal to 6, which then simplifies to 6 equals 6, which is a true statement. Let's try this next equation here. X plus 5 equals 10. In order to isolate x, this time we'll have to use the subtraction property of equality. So what we can do is subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. And so this will isolate x. So you'll have 5 minus 5 that cancels out is equal to 10 minus 5, which is x equals 5. Again, we can plug it back into the equation and rewrite this as 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. And simplify it, 10 equals 10. So that's how we can proof check that our variable x was correct. Our third property of equality is multiplication property of equality. So we have 1/4 x equals 2. So let's rewrite this, 1/4 x equals 2. And you can multiply both sides by 4. You're allowed to multiply whatever you want on both sides of the equation. In this case, the 4 times 1/4, this is equal to 1. So we have 1x, which is equal to x. X equals 2 times 4, and that would be x equals 8. Again, we can proof check this. Let's plug in 8 back into the equation. We have 1/4 times 8 equals 2. This simplifies to 8 over 4 equals 2. And we know 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this becomes 2 equals 2, which we know as correct. Finally, we have the division property of equality. We have 5x equals 10. And to isolate x, we're going to divide the left-hand side by 5 and the right-hand side by 5. And now x is isolated as 5 divided by 5 is, this is equal to 1. 1x equals x. And we have 10 divided by 5, which is equal to 2. And we can proof check this yet again by plugging 2 back into the equation. 5 times 2 equals 10. And we know 5 times 2 is 10, so 10 equals 10, and this checks out. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division all can utilize the properties of equality as long as you apply it to both the left and the right hand side equally.